Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the absolute worst podcast on all of YouTube. Tonight, you are watching LOL Cow Live!
Here we go again. It's the same old thing. Boogie is lying while Keem's trying to talk the wins. They be bullshitting, spitting log cow slang. Scam Tommy and kick them out. You know, keep running.
McJuggernuggets said he was down to be on before this bullshit. Come on, Jesse, come on and talk to us about it.
Oh, I thought Jesse wanted to come on here and talk about how I was fucking gay for him back in the day. I thought he was here to pile on.
No, he's mad at me for, we've been fighting for years, and he wants to bring up his grievances. I heard through Mike earlier that he wants to come on and say some shit. I don't fucking know. I'm like trying to make peace with McJuggernuggets, but I don't know if he's trying to make peace with me or not. He's got some gripes with me.
Well, Jesse, save it for tomorrow. Talk to him tomorrow. Today's my day. I'm loud and I'm proud. Let me be. And I don't want you coming here and talking about how I always try to fuck you every time we hung out.
He's not amused by any of this. This is hurting his feelings.
Good.
What's going on, Jesse? I see you're very upset in chat.
You been crying?
I have too much to say right now.
Okay.
This is really what we're doing for content. Like, you're going to do this whole little bullshit clown world shtick of Boogie's gay.
I mean, we did it on your videos.
I'm talking to Keemstar.
Just saying.
Yeah, we are.
You think the whole point is it's supposed to be funny? Because it also comes off pretty damn hypocritical, if you ask me.
Well, it's funny to me.
Why is it funny?
It's funny. It just is
What's
funny.
funny about being gay or any sexuality, Keem?
Well, it's not funny to be gay. It's funny that Boogie's gay, and he only.
Why? I'm just trying to figure out why it's funny or why it's entertaining or why you want to make a whole show out of somebody being gay.
Because when someone comes out, Jesse, I feel like that should be a big moment, right? There's a lot of challenges with coming out of the closet, a lot of pushback.
And how would you know? How would you know about any of that?
And so the LGBT community has celebrated people coming out.
You're making a mockery of all this shit. So don't act like you're over here posturing like, oh, I believe LGBTQ. You don't even know all the letters, dude.
I said all the letters right. What's wrong with that?
You're a goddamn Trump supporter. You believe you just tweeted two genders. Do you not understand why I'm fucking pissed?
I don't. Could you explain?
What?
This is between. I didn't come on here to play a part of your little charade or whatever scripted bullshit. Like, I've been leading my life.
I'm legitimately asking you, like,
I have no quarrels with you, Wings. I don't know you. Look, like I was on your show before, Keem, like trying to be all chummy. But when you're gonna run a whole bit where Boogie's now gay, even though I know he's bisexual and has wanted to fuck me, I just don't think it's right that you're gonna clickbait it, use this as a tool to get more clout based off Boogie's expense, based off sexuality, which is the same shit you did to me.
oh,
What are you talking about? What I do to
What
you?
are you talking about? You try to fucking Actually, no, it wasn't. You tried because luckily I had a moment to defend myself. But you tried to cancel my career. After the career that I've spent almost 2 decades building, you tried to do a whole fucking hate campaign against me. And with a bunch of people. Boogie being one of them.
Over the Emily Saxton shit?
Why are you acting like you have no freaking idea? You know how disrespectful that is to me? That you're going to pretend like you don't remember this? Because I remember it quite well.
Jesse, you were being transphobic or whatever to Emily Saxton.
And you don't think you're being homophobic right now?
No, not at all. Emily
No.
Saxton exposed you for being transphobic. We talked about it, and then I platformed you so you could defend yourself. What's the issue?
You platformed me when it was like 10 against 1. If it wasn't for your butt buddy Salvo Pancakes who actually defended me, then I probably wouldn't even have a reputation still at this point. Your agenda was to take me the fuck down, and you know that.
Take what down? You haven't had a career in a decade.
$20. Looks like we have a new buzzkill.
About buzzkill. Look, buddy, I don't know who just donated money, but like that's why you want to come on here, because now you're profiting off of me again.
Okay, but seriously, this happened 3 years ago, right?
Yeah, fans haven't come back, Ian. I lost so many people from that. People that were in that community that I've always supported, and now you made it out along with other people that I'm some bigot or something that I don't like them.
Jesse,
and now,
Jesse, no one thinks that you're transphobic, okay?
well, why did you run a show? You literally were campaigning to make it seem like that.
Okay.
And guess what? You
this is how
succeeded
I remember it.
because then I have no more people that support me anymore.
This is how I remember it, right? Emily was exposing you for being transphobic, right?
What is your belief in what I even said? I made a joke about Jeffrey Dahmer. Do you know how many fucking jokes you've made on Locale Live? And how, like, dude, you've tried to make Boogie look like a complete piece of shit for the cancer stuff. You try to make Mike look like a pedo. You're still doing it. You're still doing it.
I tried to make Mike look like a pedo.
Yes.
I defended him.
You're giving it the attention. You can't even own your shit. You
McJuggernuggets. The whole Mike thing was something that Becky brought up, and if we didn't discuss it, it would make the whole show look bad. We weren't trying to profit off Mike at all. It's something that had to be dealt with.
Jesse, you didn't
But then
lose.
you
You didn't lose fans during that. So many people.
Yes, I did. I literally, in real time, saw people that followed me for years unfollow me. I received DMs from people saying, Jesse, I used to respect you. I thought you were a supporter of our community, and now look at what you've become. I don't like who you've become. I thought you were once supported Emily, and literally my whole world crashed down around me. And I thought for sure, you of all people, who was there when you were getting canceled?
What do you mean?
Who was there when you were getting canceled?
How were you there? Explain.
Do you remember with all the leafy grade A bullshit back in like 2016?
Yes.
You were one of the most hated people on all the internet. And guess who was there? I gave you an exclusive interview. People were saying I would be foolish to do anything with you.
Oh,
but
yes.
I always respected you and what you were doing. You were only doing your job. And I said, hey, I don't think Keem's a bad guy. Let me go on Drama Alert and throw him this bone.
Okay.
And I like to think that was very admirable that I did that. That showed like, yo, I'm a real one.
Okay, Jesse, yes, I do remember that. You did do that. And thank you for that. Thank you for that, right? Now, with the Emily Saxton situation, you got to understand that hit close to home for me, all right? The person who runs Drama Alert is trans, all right? This type of stuff bothers me. I work with someone
West
every single day that's trans.
2,340.
Me and Gino's beliefs are different, but we are still friends. We're still coworkers. And you and Emily were still friends, still coworkers, and you put her down.
How the fuck did I put you still think that I did something wrong?
Are you friends with her right now today?
No.
Why?
Because she never apologized for that shit.
Maybe because you were being transphobic. I don't know.
She lived in my house. I literally lived with her. I gave her a career. I helped her with everything, and she helped me. And then all of a sudden, this big turn happens, and who's the one who's getting everyone together and riling everyone up for entertainment at my expense? Keemstar. Killer Keemstar, the man who's pulling all the strings, who tries to ruin people's careers and make a mockery of shit. That's you, dude, and you're still doing it. Boogie's on his goddamn cell phone this whole fucking time, and yet was a huge reason why I was very depressed.
Boogie
Why were you
was?
depressed? Oh, because Boogie, with this Boogie
fighting
gay
with my
arc?
girlfriend.
Boogie's seeing himself out of the situation when he was very much present and an active participant.
Of what?
Dude, for real?
Yeah, of the Emily stuff. And look, Keem had nothing to do with why I participated in that. Emily asked me for help. I owed her one because when you kicked me out in the middle of the night, I had nowhere to go. I had no car, had nothing to do. She drove me to the nearest town so I wouldn't have to try to walk 30 miles.
So that's held against me and to try to literally cancel me?
Jesse, the
When
star
she
witness.
asked for help, I helped.
The star
It was a
What did I
shitty
do?
thing to
What did I
do.
do?
It was a shitty thing to do. But it was
you
also
went against
shitty
my dad,
to
bro.
tell me to walk 30 miles when I
went
could barely
against my
stand up.
dad. You said, fuck you to Jeff Ridgway. What did you think? I'm not going to take your side. How
The man
could I?
threatened to bust my fucking head open. Yeah, I'm going to tell him to go fuck himself after
So,
that.
am I hearing Jesse Star Witness say no? Keemstar's not for false for that? That's crazy.
But
You
Keemstar
might
didn't
not
ask
have
me to
got
do
Boogie
this.
in, but, like, I'm sure you got other people in, and regardless, you put on the whole show. If you like, is there anyone here in the chat that remembers all this as well as I do?
Look,
Actually, you remember when your dad asked me to crack my head open, you remember what I did? I took my glasses off and I said, well, sir, if a beating is required right now, I'll take it. And then he goes, I don't want to get my son in trouble. I said, as long as your son's insurance covers the hospital bills, we're good. Do what you got to do. You can't do anything worse than my mother fucking did to me. And then you remember you told me I had to walk home after I flew from California to Arkansas to your place to get fired by you, knowing that was what was coming?
I told you to walk home.
You told me, I said, I ain't got no car, Jesse. Let me sleep in the room. I'll get an Uber in the morning. I can't get an Uber at 3 o'clock in the morning. And you said, I don't care, man. I don't care. You just got to go.
Jesse, listen. You treated Emily Saxton like shit. Everybody knows it. Everybody's seen it, right?
You have a career. You're thinking of yourself.
I was friends with you. Boogie was friends with you. Mike was friends
Were
with
we
you.
friends, Kim?
Yes.
Because you were nowhere to be found when Storyfire went down. At the time, and when the going gets tough, Keemstar pulls the ripcord and parachutes out of that shit. He
When
said,
the
"You're on
going
your
gets
own."
tough, you lied. You scammed us.
Who got scammed? How much did you put money in?
I put about $200,000 worth of work. I brought all these
Wow.
fucking content creators over, and at no point did you tell me that you only owned half the company. You told us that you owned the whole thing. Now this
Never said
mysterious
that.
developer owns half of it, and he's blackmailing to shut down the company unless you give him millions of dollars, which means the whole fucking thing is falling apart. Then you sell the fucking thing to Deck Chair, right? Some random guy for what, $10,000? When you supposedly put millions of dollars in, you burned Boogie, you burned Mike, you burned Emily Saxton. Is there a single fucking person in your life you haven't burned, including your family? Bro, that relationship wasn't good. Do people know about
John
that?
Donne
It's
Super
like,
Chat
bro,
at
dude. Maybe the problem isn't everyone else. Maybe it's Jesse.
Jesse was 100% right, and Emily was 100% just trying to manipulate and create drama.
Maybe they're right, Jesse.
It was Emily trying to get off on everyone in that house.
Maybe they're right.
I won't lie.
Maybe
Emily
they're
was
right.
in the
Let me
wrong in
talk.
that situation. I said that publicly
Let me talk.
times.
Maybe in this situation.
That's very different. So
maybe in this situation you were innocent. Maybe. And maybe I got it wrong. And maybe I did wrong you, right? But dude, there was a lot leading up to that, right?
Yeah, your whole retelling of Storyfire was the most distorted shit I've ever heard. Like, you don't even, Brian wasn't a developer, dude. That doesn't even make sense. We had a team of 12. It just shows how little due diligence you did into what we were actually doing.
Little due diligence, guys. I have a team of lawyers that looked into this, requested paperwork that wasn't received. We were trying to figure out who owns it.
We sent it after you asked for it, and then you were like, oh, fuck, wait, why didn't we do this beforehand? Because you realized I don't own the company.
No, I got the paperwork after the company was closing down, not prior.
Yeah, that's usually something you ask before you get equity in a company. You want to know actually who's on the board.
We did, and you stalled. Are you forgetting the part where we were waiting for the fucking paperwork that is supposedly coming the next day that never came?
Dude, you're rewriting history.
That's the way I remember it.
You also barely remember the Emily Saxon stuff. Do you remember also nearly leaking my cell phone number, like almost all the digits? Live?
Oh, because I called your phone number live, and then you had the answering machine message that just read out the numbers, and I
You're so full of shit. You're so full of shit. And literally, you let it run, and then you're like, oh, oops. Oh, no. Oh, no. And then I demanded, I was like, hey, Keem, can you remove the VOD? Can you remove the VOD? You're like,
Jesse, you don't know how much money I have. You don't want to fight this fight. I have more money than you.
There's no way I said that. There's no way.
That's just common decency, dude.
Bro, there's no way I said that. Where did I say that? Do you have a screenshot or something? There's no way I would have been like, oh, I got money.
Bro, that's all. You always go to that.
Did I delete the VOD?
Can I offer my opinion of the way I remember the situation?
By all means.
When Emily came to me and told me what she told me, you sounded transphobic. So we talked about it publicly. And then I found out things I didn't know yet because you were platformed and were given a chance to speak.
I did not say that. I did not say that. Fuck you, chat.
I had to donate.
Hey, hold on for a second. Can somebody please explain for like people that aren't following this what's actually happened? Because you guys keep glossing over like the Emily situation. What happened?
All right. So here's the way I remember it, Jesse.
A very twisted view of it. So
correct me where I'm wrong. Correct me where I'm wrong. I'm going to try to stay neutral. I am a fence sitter after all, right? Emily came to me and she goes, look at this clip of Jesse making a joke about me killing and eating people. You know how trans people are often vilified. I don't like that kind of thing. It sucks. Also, he did this to me. Also, he did this other thing to me.
$19.99. I do agree with Jesse here. I'm a fan and you do brag about money a lot.
Why does everyone say that? I don't do that.
Bro, you got like a diamond encrusted logo on it for a necklace, bro. You're all about money.
Oh my God. Okay. Continue.
I mean, okay, but again, Jesse, I'm not wrong.
Continue,
yet,
Mr.
Right?
Finance advice guy that caused Boogie to like go bankrupt. Continue.
Well, that's a private conversation between me and him. It's not something I want to have here.
Oh, you can't just pick and choose, bro. I've been slandered for years about that crypto bullshit.
Okay, you shook my hand and said if I lost money in the market, you'd help me out. Did you help me out? Did you send Mike a text laughing when I asked you for help and you said I ain't helping that idiot?
Did my investment advice I gave to you in 2019 lead you to become a millionaire? Yes or no?
No, I never hit
a millionaire at one point based off that advice.
Nope.
You did a video on your channel bragging about being a millionaire.
I was worth about $800,000. We talked about that.
From the advice that I gave.
Yeah, I turned $250,000 for less than 2 hours to $800,000, and because you sold without telling us you sold, it went back well under the initial investment.
Well, I don't know if you know the other part of the story that Michael lied to you and got you to sell just as a joke.
Well, what? I would still be holding on to it? And no, I don't know that part.
Yeah, Michael was texting me. Thought it would be funny if he got you to sell your Ethereum.
Well, at the end of the day, you shook my hand in Branson. You said that I was safe. If I lost money, you would help me out. You said it was an insignificant amount of money to you. If it came down to it, it came down to it. I asked you for help paying my taxes, just $3,000. You laughed and said no.
Do you remember the context was if the investment doesn't play out, then I'll have you if shit hit the fan. And guess what?
Jesse, did you sell without letting
you have me on
the rest of the people know?
The what?
Did you sell without letting other people know?
No. We had a group chat of like 12 people.
I still have that group chat where you said, where we asked you, well, then bring it up. Where we asked you, did you sell? And you said, guys, I already sold. I know what you're on about.
I'll bring it up right now.
Go right ahead. But while he's looking that up, to go back to the Emily Saxon situation, Emily came to me and said, he made this joke. Here's the clip. He also said this to me when I'm in the house. Also, he said this to me when I was in the house. It listed to me a bunch of things that I don't know if they were private or public. And I said, hey, I don't know if he's actually homophobic. He's generally a good guy, even though he threw me under the bus. I don't know if that's true. She goes, well, I do know that. Can you stand up for me? And I said, yes.
Well, Boogie,
so I did. Then we platformed the guy.
Boogie, can I bring up a point? Right?
Sure.
Today you've come out as gay. Who's upset about that? McJuggernuggets. I mean, he's the one that's
upset. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. You got the guys telling me, oh, it was wrong. I made a joke about Jeffrey Dahmer. And then you're over here pretending to be gay. and it's literally a whole
There's
bit.
more to it than you
so
even
his
understand.
truth.
What's more to it?
Oh, so his truth isn't his truth?
Dude, are you kidding me?
No, his truth isn't his truth, Jesse. Really?
Are you kidding? That sounds sarcastic.
You're gonna take his moment away from you? That's kind of fucked up.
I mean, you've known I've been bi for years. That you've known. That you've known.
But I'm transphobic, even though I house.
Look, Jesse,
Again,
Jesse,
are you going to let me listen? Are you going to let me finish? Once we aired it
Lucas
all
J.
out,
super chatted
I no longer.
$19.99. Jesse, my friend Robert Mara is on the spectrum. He noticed a lot of your audiences too. He is wondering why that is, and he loves you so much. A Lightfoot super chatted $20. As a trans person, I felt like Emily was reaching at straws with Jesse. Sure, I don't know what happens BTSS, but Jesse gave and supported Emily's platform after she transitioned.
Let me take it
I
from
think
here
Jesse
after this,
Hall
please.
supported trans individuals.
Well, I just want to offer my opinion, then you can, okay? I just wanted to say, after it all was aired out, Jesse, I apologized to you, publicly said that I didn't feel you were transphobic, and that's still on Twitter if you want to go look it up.
It was just a throwaway tweet because it would have to be the same thing that was.
It was, and my original one was a tweet, and then I responded with a new tweet.
But the big
But all I
damage,
ever did was tweet about it.
but the big
That's all I ever
damage was your video vouch on the Keemstar show, one of Keem's other failed projects.
$19.99.
Failed project.
I'm with Jesse here because if Emily lied, that could have ruined his career so messed up.
Jesse, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
How many genders are there?
Jesus Christ. Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, what happened, Jesse?
I mean, look, I'm gay, and there's two.
What?
I think either you have a dick or a vagina,
Okay, all right.
or you have both. Some people have had both. That I don't
And some
know.
people have,
Let's
and
go
some
for
people have neither.
Some people have neither. I go off the genitalia.
So there's two genders.
I think to simplify things, yes.
I think there's two.
That I don't
And some
know.
people have,
Let's
and
go
some
for
people have neither.
Some people have neither. I go off the genitalia.
So there's two genders.
I think to simplify things, yes.
I think there's two genders, and then there's non-gendered.
Ladies and gentlemen, arrest my case.
What is the case? Like, just by definition, yes.
I'm
But if people
saying-
want to be
I'm saying-
whatever,
hold
I'm
on.
open to it, and that's the point. And that's not what was delivered on your show.
Let me finish my point, all right? You came in here and you said, Keem, you tweeted out there's only two genders. You know, when you're the one that's transphobic, right? That's how you came in here. You just said there's also two genders. So you are self-admitted transphobic. I'm sorry, but I'm just playing the game that you're playing.
Okay, I see what you did. And I think there's logic there.
But look,
And
at the end
allow
of the
me to
day,
say-
at the end of the day, what Boogie, you got to shut up, all right?
Okay.
I barely remember this thing with you and Emily. It wasn't,
So that's gaslighting shit.
but
you can't.
I don't remember. It was like
so
3
is that
years
what
ago.
happens when anybody, if anyone you've ever done wrong, you just don't recall it.
I don't remember really all the details, but if I have wronged you for that,
What happens when anybody, if anyone you've ever done wrong, you just don't recall it.
I don't remember really all the details, but if I have wronged you for
Sure.
that, if I,
Wait, can somebody just pull up the show to show Keem all the shit? He's literally dragging a cigarette. Oh, he's like, oh, McJuggernuggets is such a terrible person. Like, look, he's blatantly.
I know you as a
Emily
terrible
Sachs.
person.
You're literally like manipulating so much shit.
I know
I love
you
Emily.
as
I
a
just texted her
terrible
for a second.
person. We were doing Storyfire together. You left me and Mike in the dark on so much shit. You should have came out and
No.
told us.
You guys left. I had contracts ready to go because we had new ownership with big fucking bags, and we
I got
couldn't
fired.
we couldn't get the deal signed. Boogie did get fired. That happened.
You stole his equity, like.
And you manipulated me into signing out my equity. Remember that?
The same thing that Keem just did to you. Yes.
Yeah. Was it right when Keem did it? Well, it was no more right. So you endorsed what Keem did, I guess?
Me and
Because you
Keem-
did the same thing to me. Except the thing is, Keem promised me that he'd help me keep me in my house. You promised me friendship, which never came.
Don't even go there because I drove you to your mom's crypt.
I'm talking
Just
about after that. I said, I'll sign this away, but I just want my fucking friend back. So
Well,
I'll
because
sign
I
it
didn't
away.
feel-
And then
I
I
didn't
signed it
feel-
away, and I barely talked to you over the last 5 years.
Well, because I felt like it was a very one-sided relationship.
Jesse, let me just take it here instead of dragging this whole thing out.
Dragging
You
this out, dude. You always
have-
want to say shit like that when it's not your thing. This is my beef with you, dude. So either you want to give it the tender love and care that it needs, or gloss over everything and say you don't remember.
You have wronged me. Allegedly, I have wronged
I've
you.
never done anything malicious to you. You, on the other hand, have been malicious. You've attacked me, whereas I've never attacked you.
Oh my
I
God,
am
guys!
now, but
The
in a
drum.
defense.
Oh no, the drum alert guy covered a story on another creator who was accused of being transphobic. Oh my
I
God!
thought we were friends, and also the transphobic was literally a Jeffrey Dahmer joke. So, like, talk about reaching.
Bro, that's crazy. Do you know what he did? Yeah.
I'm not laughing, dude. I'm not laughing. You try to work your snaky charm like Jafar from Aladdin, but it just doesn't work on me, dude.
Yes, it has. How many genders are
No.
there, Jesse? How many?
No, I'm not. It doesn't make what you did right. And I know you're the type that probably like be begging for years and you never apologize.
Did you apologize to me for Storyfire thing?
Yeah, publicly.
Okay, so you know you've wronged me.
No, I just did it because I figured you would appreciate it. because I cared about you. I cared about you and Boogie and Michael. If he's ever in here, I cared about all you guys as I thought we were friends, and that's kind of the whole point.
Me, you, Boogie, Mike would be on phone calls every single day. We were friends. And then we all got burnt by Jesse. Boogie has his issues.
But the thing is, when you thought I was the one burning, I was getting burned too.
Okay, that's fine. I'm just saying from our perspective, all right? Mike felt burnt.
You didn't take the time to learn my perspective. You guys were MIA. All it took was us to hop on a call. We could have sorted it out, and we could have got paid and worked together in the future and fixed it. Instead, you ditched.
From our perspective, you wronged Boogie, Mike, and me on various different things.
I don't think you can speak for Michael.
Oh, yeah, Michael feels wrong for sure. Or
Get
did.
him in here.
Well, yeah,
Get
you
him
guys.
in here.
Okay, so you guys made peace. Oh well, he did at that time. That's what I'm saying.
He's never actually. He did a very half-assed thing on the Queen's shit.
What's up? Hey, he's saying he wants you in here. You want to hop on?
Who's this?
Jesse's on Lockout Live right now, airing his grievances. He says he wants to talk to you on here.
Okay, I'll jump on.
Okay.
Microfam22 super chatted $19.99. Keen, how many genders do you think there are?
There's obviously 15 with a potential 2 more to add. Possibly 2.
I mean, Boogie, I got texts all over here saying you're day trading storage. I said don't put that much in. You put it all in. I said, hey, once you get a 10% bump, get out. You didn't. I literally told you and Mike not to be gambling with that shit, and you did. And it's all here in text.
Yep. And again, I gambled because I thought I had a safety net. And when I needed $3,000 for taxes, you told me to go fuck myself.
That's absurd.
Why is it absurd? That's the handshake deal I remember. Look, at the end of the day, I thought you and I are past this. Look, at the end of the day, I thought you and I are past this.
I got burnt on Storyfire, but I didn't mark you down as my arch nemesis or my enemy, right? I feel burnt by it, but it's like whatever.
Why'd you come at me, bro? Why would you come at me then with all the cancellation stuff?
It was a story. I can't run a story on you? Oh,
vengeful.
no.
It was vengeful,
Oh,
dude. You wanted to watch me go down. All of you motherfuckers did.
Not particularly.
I thought
Not
I was just doing a favor for
Jesse,
friends.
if I
That
wanted
did a
you to
favor
go
me.
down, then why did I bring you on my show to defend yourself?
Because you want to use it for views and money.
Where ultimately, at the end of that, you won. People didn't walk away from you coming on the Keemstar show thinking that you're transphobic, did they? No.
It ended up working out because people came around to reason and logic.
Yes.
But if I never came on and defended myself, which was a possibility because I was feeling pretty defeated, if it were your agenda, I would be buried still.
If I had militia behind covering that story, then I would have not given you the platform to defend yourself. You don't think I'm capable to spin it in a way where you're done? No. You walked out of that defending yourself and most people agreed with you and the story was dead. It was just a conflict between 2 friends.
Well, why did you never call me?
For what? What am I going to call you?
If we were friends, why do you not be like, hey, maybe I should get Jesse on the line and explain hey man, I wasn't trying to do anything there. I just wanted to cover the story.
Jesse,
but that ain't shit, dude.
You're right, but I was still upset over the fucking Storyfire thing. So it's I don't.
But then with the Storyfire thing, imagine your boy who was putting millions in. He's worked his ass off for this shit.
I don't know that because I don't trust you anymore. God damn it! Bro, you did not tell me and Mike that fucking your developer owned half the company. You did not tell us that.
He's not a developer, dude. Why are you still saying that? He was the CEO of the company.
You didn't tell us that either.
It was plain as day. Literally every email I sent, it said I was the marketing officer.
Mike?
I thought you owned it. I did.
How was that my fault that you assumed some shit?
Well, I mean, when you initially you pitched it to me really early in as your idea, so I just thought it was your app.
Put your fucking hands down, Keem. What are you doing?
Boogie, did you think he owned it?
I'm confused with the question. Specifically,
when Jesse got you
did not own Storyfire.
When Jesse got you involved in Storyfire, did he say, "Oh yeah, I own half this app"? No, he said, "This is my app. I own it."
No. No.
And he goes, "Look, there's overhead with the dev costs for Brian, right?"
I do remember you saying. I remember having a conversation with Brian saying that you were paying him. So I presumed that meant that Brian didn't own part of the app because you were paying him.
And then Brian decides he's going to blackmail Jesse scam him again for more millions of dollars, which this app didn't need millions of dollars of investment. Jesse was getting played by Brian. So then Brian goes to blackmail him again saying, hey, look, I'm closing this down unless you give me more money. And that's when, after we're already in business, we're already working, I brought all these creators over to Storyfire. That's when Jesse tells me and Mike, hey man, just so you guys know, Brian owns half of this and he says he's going to shut it down. That's the first time I hear that.
And then also we were kind of like surprised by the big sale of Storyfire. I had no clue any of this was. It just came out of nowhere. But I think what left our friendship dissolved is after like all this started to happen, we would have phone calls with you, Jesse, and like they were very like goading us and passive aggressive, and like I don't think Keem was aware. He wasn't aware you were making fun of him.
One of my best friends was fucking me in the ass the whole time, and I didn't realize it.
Jesse, you got this like
I didn't know
Napoleon.
what to communicate to you guys because I was still flabbergasted on how the fuck I got conned for 5 years.
I mean, I get that now. I'm like okay with what happened.
Jesse, you have this like Napoleon complex
Well,
where you think like,
No, you're shorter than me. Get the fuck out of here.
and that's not true, but you have this Napoleon complex where you think like Boogie, Mike, and me are like Emily Saxton, like one of your workers, and we're not. Like,
Well, now that Mike's here, I mean, I don't even want it because Mike's fucking your thing, your video, which you know, if you want to show your face, it might go a long way.
I'm on my phone. I'm on my phone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I guess I'm not worth
I tried. My shit's not working. The microphone's not connecting and shit.
convenient.
Say what you gotta say, Jesse.
and one more thing,
Keem, shut the fuck up. I mean, you literally.
Napoleon's telling me to get my place. Okay.
You fake cried.
Hold on. Now, can I explain what happened? I haven't
You
answered.
tried to take me out. You were that desperate to
Right.
finally get a leg up on me that you fucking cried.
Yes, you're
Cried
absolutely
my
right.
ass here.
You're right. I've admitted this. You're absolutely right. But here's what actually happened, okay? Because we're not communicating with each other. We're not talking. And every time one of these people leaves, like, your house, they're coming right to me and they're like, oh, Jesse says that, you know, when
Why is that? Like, you've talked to my ex-girlfriend regularly.
Oh, she did it. We did a song together, Jesse, before you broke up.
Why do you end up befriending everyone that's ever gone against me?
I didn't befriend any of them. They came to me. Now, hold on.
You don't have to
Your
reciprocate that
ex-girlfriend,
relationship. I think you get off on having these little, like, spies and shit.
Jesse, your ex-girlfriend was friends with me before she was your ex-girlfriend. I talked to you about her doing my song about my father, and you were okay with it. I can't talk to her anymore?
Ever do, like, recording sessions together?
No, what does that mean?
This is for Jesse. Miss your series, man. You need to get onto that Netflix hype and create something. I also miss the crazy story collabs with Mike and Boogie, especially The Haunting. Great stuff, guys. We need it again, PLZ.
I would love that personally.
So yeah, every time somebody would leave, they were like, at the time I was talking about getting bypass surgery, and then you're like, oh, I can't believe you mutilate his body like that. It's fucking disgusting. And I can't reach out to you to talk to you about it. And then Emily's telling me all the stuff that you're saying about her, and I'm like, well,
I said about mutilating your body.
that's what Emily said. But I mean, I can't reach out to you, you know, because we're not talking. And like, anytime we do try to talk, it's passive
I
aggressive.
don't want to talk to you. When I needed you and Keem most, when I had saved the company, I needed you guys to help hand over the equity. Storyfire stayed in limbo for literally like 6 to 8 months because y'all would not fucking respond.
We didn't know what we were signing.
We just needed to, because you guys are equity holders. So like, we couldn't do anything until you signed up, but we couldn't even talk.
I still have the most viewed video on Storyfire. I had the most Blaze coins, whatever the fuck that was. I had like 1 million coins, and I still have yet to see a single American USD dollar from all that work, all that effort. Like, it was like months of work, right? And
Bro, you have my original Xbox 360, so that's worth probably 50 grand.
you charged me $2,000 for it.
It was $1,000, and that was a childhood item that you're lucky I parted with. That was in like 5-6 viral videos.
It's part of my YouTube history. Like, dude, I have the fucking. Remember when Tana went to the fucking had her little what the fuck was that? Tana Mojo had her fan meetup.
TanaCon, right?
TanaCon, right? I have the little bag with the con. I have all different types of YouTube history. I got all of it for free. You're the only content creator I know of that's charged me for a piece of this memorabilia.
Yeah, I started playing Halo on that. You still have it, Boogie?
Of course. Of course.
Sounds like you all want to be friends, but you're just upset about this business deal that went south.
Oh, I put it behind
Why
me.
don't you
I've been working on
almost-
this years.
Just shake hands.
Like, literally, all 3 of these guys try to take me down with some transphobia shit. Like, my
That's not
reputation,
true.
I've done a good job at keeping clean. Honestly, I don't even like being on this show right now because I feel dirty as fuck.
Well, do you guys understand now why during the Queens? Because I just figured this out just now in this moment. During Queens, when we were doing the tryouts, Jesse came in dressed as a female, trying out for that, and that was his little joke that nobody got until right this moment.
If you didn't understand the
Adam
poetry
posts
there,
stuff,
then
super chat
you're
$1
done.
Well, now I get it
for
right
the
now,
Storyfire
but
stuff. Basically, Brian fucked everyone over. Also, lol, Sky Does Minecraft is part of Storyfire now. Out of all people, why Sky?
oh god, that is Sky, isn't it? Adam post
Yeah.
stuff. That is Sky
Yeah,
Does
yeah,
Minecraft. What's up, Sky Does Minecraft? Look, all I know is I get the 7 layers of jokes that you were doing when you tried out for Queens now. When you were on the show last time with Mike, which was just like a week ago, and we just talked during the whole show, I was starting to forgive you for the Storyfire shit because it happened so long ago. And then you bring up this whole other can of worms. Basically, this thing that I highly
Shit
doubt.
just ain't gonna die, dude. Shit just ain't gonna die.
No, but I think you don't even care that much about the Emily Saxton story. I think you're using that to combat my anger for the Storyfire thing. You're thinking like, this is how we make peace. I have my own issues with Keem, and then we both have issues, and now we're good. When really, like, bro, come on. It wasn't that big of a deal. Me getting burned on Storyfire was a big deal. Mike, Boogie getting screwed on that, big deal. This thing with Emily Saxton, it lasted for what, 10 hours? It was a 10-hour story.
Clearly still lasting. We're here right now talking about it because I think everybody here has gotten a taste of what it feels like when the world is crashing. Because our work, our YouTube career is all we have. This is our life.
I have a lot more than this.
No, Boogie. This is our livelihood. This is what we poured all our time and energy into, our passions.
This pays my bills.
It's brought us our confidence and everything. And the fact that when something puts that in jeopardy, and it was a friend and a group of friends that tries to ruin it all, it is the most depressing fucking feeling in the world, and is the ultimate betrayal, and was malicious.
I will say, I have publicly apologized to Jesse on
I have
Queens
publicly and
Twitter.
privately apologized about
On
this.
Queens, I publicly apologize to you.
You should all apologize again right now. Jesse, I'm sorry I did it.
What is that
You
for?
were right.
I'm not even worthy of a dedicated video?
Here's my.
I don't upload anymore.
I got an apology for you, Jesse. Here's the apology. I'm sorry that you screwed us all over on Storyfire to the point where we didn't want to defend you when Emily Saxton came out with allegations against you, and we discussed that and defended Emily and not you because we have a past history of you of screwing us over, knowing that you're a bad guy. So we just may have believed Emily in that moment. But even though I believed Emily in that moment, I still platformed you to defend yourself, where you walked away unscathed, and 3 years from now, you're saying, I've lost all my fans. Motherfucker, you don't make content anymore. Fans of what? I'm lost.
Microfam22 super chatted $19.99. No Boogie puts all of his dedication to looking at alien rubber insert.
It's true.
If
I just don't want that dildo.
If you can't muster an apology, Keem, then I don't know what more I can do.
Bro.
I'm sorry, Jesse.
Yeah,
Bro.
I mean, I'm sorry, Jesse. At the end of the day, I just want this to be over.
I mean, Mike, it's literally a fucking little profile pic of you, like...
Okay, I mean, okay, let me fix this.
Vomit in a hospital bed, so, like, it's sorry if I can't take it seriously.
Let me... All right. I am
spinning
sorry.
around in the shadows like a fucking rat.
What the fuck do you want from me? Shut the fuck up. Okay, I was a part of that. Okay, Keem called me, told me to make a video. I was like, I did not want to be involved in it in the first place. I could have reached out to you.
How does that work? You didn't want to be involved in it, yet you were involved in it. So what, if Keem says jump, you jump? Is that how it works?
Yes. No, obviously not. But, like, the stuff that Emily was saying, and I can't reach out to you, and it was probably true, okay? Because, like, some of this shit, like, I remember Emily and your dad blocked me in, like, the same day, and I did nothing to either of them at that point. It was just Jesse being Jesse. You know, you can't be friends with Mike when I did nothing wrong. All I was doing was waiting for an apology from you for the Storyfire shit. That's all I ever wanted, but I didn't get that. And
so
so
I call you and my calls would get blocked.
That's not true. You never called me. That's not true.
Oh, I got unread texts for days. I've seen what your phone looks like. You got 200 unread texts.
I would have responded to you.
Bro, why is anyone even apologizing to Jesse? You apologize to him, and then he just doesn't accept it, and then he creates even more shit. Like, do you even...
Trust me, I know that for a fact, because I've apologized to this man 100 goddamn times.
Do you even want an apology, Jesse, or are you just trying to, like, fucking... You got some humiliation thing where they have to fucking say sorry like 50,000 times.
He does have that. He does have that.
Yeah, like literally, Jesse, I've called
But
and
I am sorry.
begged for forgiveness to you. 2, 3, 4 times. I've sent a dozen fucking texts, man. And I get it. It's been years. Either forgive me or don't. Cut me out of your fucking life, block my fucking number, or work on the fucking friendship. I get you felt like it was one-sided when I was going through my divorce. I get it. I understand it. Well, it's been one-sided a hell of a lot longer.
Resperboo super
On
chat
this
is
fucking
$20.
side.
Justice for Jesse.
I don't understand what's going down.
And I'll apologize again today for bringing hookers to your house, which I didn't fucking do. By the way, you threw me under the bus on the Keemstar fucking show. You threw me under the bus for bringing hookers you knew I didn't fucking bring. Why? Because you knew the real reason to be upset with me wasn't real enough, so you had to add on to it. That's the reality.
When you were going through your divorce and threatening to kill yourself on a damn near nightly basis, and I was there, Mike and Keem were there, and we were talking.
And I've done everything to make it up to you.
My darkest times, and you weren't fucking there. You're actually one of the people causing it.
I text you once every couple of fucking weeks since then. Don't I? Don't I? Don't I?
But then
check your phone.
Yeah, you do. But then you go online and slander me, and a big creator was talking about, oh yeah, Boogie, he's the one that got scammed by McJuggernuggets, and then it becomes the lure of.
In my opinion, I think you could have helped me out, and I think you should have, even if there's some semantical thing where you don't need to help me with my taxes, and you feel like it's not justified or anything else. What was $3,000 to you? What was $3,000? Nothing. What? Why not? I would give you $3,000 right now, and that'd be like you flicking a nickel at me. And I'd do it for you. So make it make sense.
Super chatted $20. How did a dad smashing a kid's Xbox turn into this situation?
Jesse,
I'll always be
Jesse,
grateful
you're
for the things
holding
you
too
did for
much
me,
hate.
but it doesn't change the fact that the things that you didn't do for me hurt.
Jesse,
And the things that you did to me also hurt.
Jesse, you are holding too much hate, way too much hate, and you need to drop it because we have our own issues that we have dropped.
Like what?
The fucking Storyfire thing.
It's not dropped if it keeps coming up. What do you want? I'm not cutting you a check, Keen. I'm not. Why am I cutting everyone checks?
Oh,
I
know you're not.
You want 200 grand? Is that just what you do with your friend, the friend that has the money?
No, I solved my
I know you're
problem
not
on my
doing
own.
that.
You can keep the
Adam
money.
Post stuff super chatted.
An apology
$20.
wouldn't hurt.
I feel like I'm missing the lore here. Jesse, did you escape your dad to Switzerland or no?
Can I make a comment here? As a person that knows none of this backstory and just sitting here listening to this, like I went and tried to figure out the Emily Saxton situation. I went to the main chat of our Discord. We got 7,000 people in our chat. Nobody really knows the Emily Saxton backstory. But everybody knows Boogie lost his life savings based on advice you gave him. Mm-hmm. Everybody knows that the age of consent thing, which you claim.
Wait, you have a chance to redeem yourself. You just did a
I don't agree with Boogie on that. I don't think Jesse screwed us over on the crypto stuff. First of all, the crypto that we sold was very big. You know what I mean? Like Jesse selling is not going to move the Ethereum needle.
No, let me say that if I had left my money in Ethereum, instead of moving it into storage, instead of taking a loss in uni, I would be worth tens of millions of dollars right now.
Me too. But Boogie, eventually you have to come. Like maybe
I have.
By the time
I told him this privately.
By the time he did tell us it sold, it was still like up. It wasn't like super down. So we held too fucking long. I lost $1 million.
I sold the moment he told me he sold. I still lost money.
But even then, like the whole like the whole like Bridget and Mike thing, you were on the Queen show that brought that up. You even had a bad take on the age of consent on that show, and then you blame Keemstar for having to bring it up on his show like he was using Mike. Is that not a fact?
What was my bad take?
Who makes the age of consent? Like, what's the number of the age of consent? Like, I can't quote it off the top of my head, but it's there.
It's not even a take.
Time out. Jesse's wrong for that, but let's not talk about that, please, for the fucking Christ.
Well, here's the end result. Like, you're losing your content viewers on like the Emily Saxton situation when most people don't remember it. And like the biggest part of being a content creator is creating content. And you're not creating content for 3 years because you got sick is the actual culprit of you losing viewers.
You know what it's like with your audience. We all have these vacuums where this is our community, and a lot of stuff there can be cross pollination, but for the most part, we're in our little vacuum. Mm-hmm. What I see happen, it was pandemonium. Literally, I had fans turning on me left and right, and I know Keen, Boogie, Mike. I mean, when you start bleeding subscribers like crazy, you see literally real-time numbers dropping. You get DMs and tweets and talking about how much of a piece of shit you are.
Yeah, been dealing with that about 4 years at that point.
Oh, no.
Exactly.
Jesse,
and then
listen,
you
it was
compound that on the fact that it was friends that made that happen. When it's that malicious, I need to demand apology after apology because how can I ever trust any of these
Jesse,
motherfuckers?
you don't want an apology. You don't want an apology.
Yeah, I do.
You're trying to make us humiliate ourselves or whatever and bow to you.
You're the only one that hasn't apologized.
What's it going to do? Is it going to make you feel better?
Yeah, Keen, because in a world where you want to have friends and have people to have your back, especially online, you need to care about other people's fucking feelings.
But we're not friends because of Storyfire.
And I've apologized publicly, but you seem to have a problem with apologizing. What is it? It's who hurt you, Keen?
Jesse.
Who hurt you? That you can't be vulnerable. You can't give me that benefit of the doubt.
Jesse.
Do you care about me at all?
I am sorry that you are offended and you feel betrayed.
No.
I can't be sorry that you're offended?
I'm sorry. Dude, you know that's fucking ridiculous. Like, you can't say, I'm sorry you feel that way, but it is.
Jesse.
Can you empathize? Your social blade was fucking going into the deep red, and I was there because I don't give a fuck about what the fucking people were saying about you at that time because I saw through it. Unfortunately, when the masses come against other people, you cut and run because you care so much about the optics.
I only want to make peace. And I only want to make amends because there was this moment where Mike told me how sick you were and how bad things were. And I was like, fuck, that person used to be my friend. And we never got through our problems. And now you're on the other side of that, but I still feel that way.
Somewhat. I'm still struggling, man. But
I still feel this way. God forbid this goes south. And we're still mad at each other over this dumb shit. I don't want to do it. I don't want to. You're making me tear up.
Well, Keem, what could Jesse do to rectify the Storyfire situation? Because he lost all his savings too. There's no money to give.
Look, it's never been about money. It's just been about respect. And I don't think this thing is about him losing subscribers. He just feels betrayed by his friends. Like that's.
Didn't you see the Top Sunny video? He just wants your respect, Keem. That's all he wants.
So for the Emily Saxton story, and for me not calling you private and getting your side first, and whatever else, I'm sorry, Jesse.
You're waiting a long time for that.
And I'm sorry, Jesse. I shouldn't have been involved in it. I've told you before. You know, I shouldn't have been. It was one of the big regrets that I have, and I apologize.
Man, you know where I stand on all this. We've talked about it, but I'll say it again right now. Nobody can make me hit that buy and sell button. I'm the one who did it. Right? I've said that every time I bring it up on this show. Go back and look. I'm the one who hit buy. I'm the one who hit sell. And getting involved with Emily, I did it as a favor to her, but if I realized how bad the situation is and how bad it was going to hurt you, I wouldn't have.
It means a lot. This shit has been hard, health-wise. There's days where I wasn't sure I was going to make it.
I know. And all I can keep thinking about is we never made amends. We never made amends.
And like, maybe it's corny, I don't know, but, you know, it's very isolating, this career. And we've been at it for so long that that's why I've creeped on the streams recently.
Good. I'm glad.
You know, it's just nice to see you guys together and the friendship, you know, that it's just really comforting to know that, you know.
Dude, I want you here. I want you in Fat Camp. I want you to come visit. I want you in this fucking house, man. I miss you. I miss you all the time, dude. I'm never not going to.
You know, a lot of my favorite memories in doing this shit has been when we've gotten to do stuff together.
Twisted Love 62 super chatted $19.99. As a fan of all you guys, you have no idea how much this means to me. I love you guys so much.
It's just been hard to know that I haven't had any real friends in this game for a bit, and a lot of the friends that I made along the way to do that, you know, I really, with Storyfire, I never wanted anything bad to happen. Same Boogie, you know that. I mean, you guys know my intentions are always pure. You know,
I'm hanging up. We'll bring the story on to tomorrow's episode. We'll see you tomorrow, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, that's it for the show. Boogie ruined my whole thing. Jesse ruined my whole thing. Boogie ruined my whole Fat Camp event by doxing the goddamn address. It's just the end of the show.
Wings, wings,
Just the end of the show. See you guys. Go to Queens.
Scam, scammed, wings, 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 scam, 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 scam. You fucking scammed.